In reference to, you were talking about, the closing gap between the amount of money able to be spent and how the rising costs and everything like that. Do you know of any alternative revenue sources that could be considered in the town of Somers?
Well, the problem, and I was explaining to someone when I was out on the street today, and someone came by while I was staying out on the street, clearing some more debris from my half a house that's fallen down. I was saying to someone that the problem with Somers and every other town is, if you go back a couple of years ago, because we're talking about taxes with them, and you had about $2 million budgeted for, and 1 year came in above that, for mortgage tax. Every time property changes hands, that comes right to, part of that comes right to the town. And that has diminished. We're now looking at somewhere, we hope, 750,000. That's $1,250,000 out of a budget of about 12 million. That's a big chunk. So that's diminished because at the same time, our town spending over the last 2 years has declined by about $200,000 if we look at our budget. So you get this strange situation. Your spending is down, but your tax levy on property has gone up. And the reason for that is these other things have diminished. So you're looking for some streams in a couple of ways. One, in energy saving, because it benefits the state when you don't have to build new power plants. So there's a lot of money available if you know what to do. There's a lot of money available for energy saving. We've just hit the tip of the iceberg. We've been very successful so far. The head of our energy, we have a wonderful Energy and Environment Committee headed by Herb Orangel and a number of really bright, committed people. They've been a tremendous help to the town board on finding that money and bringing it to us. And there's a lot more to be gotten because energy, of course, is the key to the future of this country. One of the keys, at least, to a prosperous future. So there's money out there because you want to always diminish your energy costs. Another thing that you can do is you want to make your town as attractive as possible for a home buyer. And that's just simple economics too. If demand is up and supply is the same, the prices will increase. People get to sell it because people are always moving in, moving out. And so the sale of homes will benefit the town. Well, how do you do that? Well, in northern Westchester, you want an excellent school system, and we have one. And I'm proud to say I was a part of that, of developing that, and they will continue, obviously, hopefully, to make that better. And you want to also look for ways to increase the quality of life, whether it be in the parks that I think are essential. A library, people expect that, and that library now is packed with people needing jobs and using it as a resource for information. Now, if nobody has the internet, there are lines in there waiting to get out, getting on the internet. You must have a good town library. And I think also, if we have in the center of town, if we can create in the center of town more of a location, a way to make it more walker-friendly, let's say. That will attract, I believe, that will attract more business, will attract more people in. Now, there's a misconception out there that when people spend money in your town, that sales tax goes to your town. That's not true. Any sales tax goes to the county, which then distributes it to all the towns in the county based upon the assessment of the property in your town. So sales tax doesn't come directly to your town, but what you want to do is get those properties in town. You want to rent more of them out. That increases property values, it makes a better quality of life, it brings in more taxes from property tax, mortgage taxes, other things like that. And I think that makes for a better town. So I think those are some of the things that you can do to bring in more revenue to the town. Because you're going to have to look for all those ways. And I think the last thing would be, where appropriate, partnerships with corporations and businesses to bring in that money, co-sponsoring certain things. For example, at the last July 4th, both IBM and Pepsi on June 25th in Town Park. Both of those corporations were a large part of that, and we're lucky to have them in town. The more that we can use those partnerships, I think, again, on any level of government, but Somers in particular, that's a way to maximize your services while minimizing your tax impact. And that's the perfect combination that everybody's looking for. Easier said than done, like anything else, right?